Hi everyone, welcome to my bookshelf. This is Tammy Powley and I have some books to show you. This is a little book haul of sorts. Let me set them down and we will get to it. So the first book I'm going to show you for my book haul, I have to blame somebody. Books I don't read, okay? It's your fault. She mentioned in the comments during one of the videos that I had up, it was about a cat poetry anthology called Cat Poems. And T.S. Eliot, of course, is known for his cat poems, which I knew, but I did not know he had a whole little book on it. I didn't know he wrote this many poems on cats. And I also didn't know that the, the musical Cats was based on his poetry. So this is an illustrated version. His poems are free online. You can Google and find them. But I like the idea of just having it with me and having the pictures. And I thought maybe this might be a fun, a fun gift someday for some cat lovers. And you don't have to be like a super poetry type of person to enjoy his silly poems. They kind of remind me of Dr. Seuss a little bit. And, oh, and I guess I should mention the title. It's a long title. Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats. Okay, so anyway, so that's book number 1 in my haul. Book number 2. All right, I originally got this from the library. It's called Jane Austen's Town and Country Style by Susan Watkins. And it's a kind of a chunky book. It's got some beautiful illustrations throughout. Kind of reminds me almost like a coffee table style book, but there's actually some really useful information in here about the history, the time period, and how it relates to Austen's life. You know, things like related to entertaining, you know, when they went to balls or if they had somebody over for dinner. So yeah, like the title says, town and country style, like what it has to do with the style of the times. There's some information in there about, you know, the clothes that they wear and that kind of thing. So if you're into history and Jane Austen, this might be something you're interested in. Like I said, I got it in my library and I liked it so much. I was like, I just need to buy it. So I did. Another book I recently purchased, The Doll Factory by Elizabeth Macneal. By the time I post this, I will probably have published also the review of her book, Circus of Wonders, that I got from Once Upon a Book Club. And I loved that book so much. I had to see what else she wrote. This, I believe, is a novel she wrote before Circus of Wonders. It's called The Doll Factory. And I don't know if you know this or not, but if you've watched any of my videos for any length of time, you've probably heard me mention that I have another channel on YouTube about doll collecting and crafting for dolls, and I take dolls apart and do stuff with them. So the title, I was just like, oh my goodness, I have to buy this. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this. Hopefully I can squeeze this in pretty soon because I just enjoyed Circus of Wonders so much. I'm kind of still on the high from that, so I look forward to reading her other novel. Now this is a book I didn't buy. I'm borrowing it from my library, but I'm including it in my haul. It is Dracula, and this is part of, the reason why I picked this up is because I'm part of the read-along that's going on, the I Read Dead People read-along with Heather's Heroes. Definitely check out her channel if you have not already, and in fact, I'm going to do a video, if I haven't already, about all the read-alongs she's doing. She's doing one book every month, and they're all books by dead people. I have never read this this book before, so I am looking forward. I might have to check it out a couple of times because I have a lot of reading going on now, and I'm a slow reader anyway. But yeah, I'm very interested. I hope I like it. The next book is The Children of Catastrophe by Susan Shoemaker. This I got from a book club, which I probably will have the video up at some point in time where I show this. So forgive me if you've already seen this or if you see this again. This isn't typically something I would get myself, but it's a historical romance it's got something to do with war, and so I'm not really sure about that. I don't typically pick up books that have a war going on, but anyway. This is also one of my hauls, and you know, on my to be read, it's probably down near the bottom of my TBR list though. And finally, Big Chicas Don't Cry. So this I got from a Scribbler's box. The author is Annette Chavez Macias. I have never heard of her before, but this does look like something I would enjoy. It's got a bit of a chick lit type vibe to it. It has to do with some sisters who have to deal with life situations and they get separated and all this kind of stuff. From what I understand, again, just, you know, reading the back of the book and stuff. But anyway, this was in a Scribbler's box that I opened recently. Again, I might have a video out about it by the time you see this, but I'm including it in my book haul because it is a recent book that entered my home library. So yeah. So that's my little book haul. It's not huge, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And let me know down below in the comments what you think about these books. Are any of them familiar to you? Have you read any of them, or do any of them look interesting? I'd like to know your opinion. Please give this a thumbs up. It's a way for YouTube to see me. And also subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for stopping by to see what's on my bookshelf today.